Okay.
Hi guys, this is Mark. I welcome you to our channel, and today I'm together with the teacher Winnie. We welcome you. It is your first time you're watching this video. Smash the subscription button down there so that next time we make a video like this, YouTube will notify you. I also want to extend my gratitude to you who are watching this video for the first time. And without wasting time, I want to give this chance to Teacher Winnie so that she can also say something before we dive into our interesting topic of today.
Thank you so much, Teacher Mark, for having me in your YouTube channel. This is the second video that we are making. If you haven't, please check on our first video on interviewing skills. This is the second one, and it's going to be amazing. And if you haven't done so, please kindly subscribe. And if you want to share something with us, hit the comment section. Share with us any ideas you have, anything that you would want to discuss, any comment, feedback on the comment section below. So feel at home, feel welcome, and learn with us. Thank you.
Today, we have prepared for you something very interesting as I promised you earlier. And today, we are going to discuss about two terminologies. And these two terminologies we normally use time to time. We meet them in our daily conversation. This is arrogance and humility. Do you think there is a difference between the two terminologies I've just mentioned? So today we are going to have a discussion about it. So stay around. Make sure that you watch this video to the end, and I'm sure that you're going to learn a lot.
Well, yes, you're going to learn a lot, but then for starters, we're going to share with you some of the strategies or step by step flow on how we are going to dive into this topic. So for starters, we're going to begin by defining the terms, and then after which we're going to look at some of the characteristics that make someone be arrogant or humble, and then lastly we're going to look or give examples of sentences or instances where you can use humble and arrogance as our day's vocabulary.
So, and without wasting time, let's look at the definitions of the two terminologies, and thereafter, we are going to give you more examples. Let's begin with arrogance. In this case, I will take arrogance, and Winnie will take humility. So, in the first place, what is arrogance? Arrogance, we can say it is a state of being arrogant. Arrogance is a noun, and arrogant is an adjective. It describes actually a noun or a person that is being associated. So when we talk about arrogance, this is a way of acting in a superiority way or superior way that you may think that you are more important, more superior than other people.
On the other hand, humble would mean a state of showing a low estimate of one's importance. And yes, it comes from the noun humility. Humility is the noun and humble is the adjective. So the next step will be diving into some of the characteristics that showcase that somebody is either arrogant or has humility. So let's kick start.
The first one, this one is a character of an arrogant person. This person doesn't listen. I can give you an example. These are the people who normally don't take advice. They might be on a wrong way. The way they are doing things, actually, it is not the way it's supposed to be done. And when you try to correct them, when you try to advise them, actually, they don't listen. And if they do listen, they listen to argue, they listen to criticize, they listen just to interrupt. Actually, they don't listen.
On the other hand, humility listens to understand. When a person showcases humility, this is a person who goes step by step with you with regards to any type of conversation that you're making or any type of communication that is taking place between you two, either verbally or through actions. He or she is always there to walk with you step by step, using the different ways to show that he is always there and he is listening to you, either by nodding or even giving you feedback on the same. So humility listens to understand.
And another character of an arrogant person is interrupts. These people actually, they are impatient. Their work is just to interrupt, for them maybe to be heard, to be listened. So they need that attention. So take a granted, maybe you have your own meeting, or maybe you're meeting a friend and you're having an important discussion, you're talking about something, and then this person will just come in, try to interrupt. Okay, they do not have that polite language of saying, excuse me, or pardon. Maybe they would just come in and fix their problems.
On the other hand, humility gives space. In contrast to arrogance, a humble person will tend to give you space in form of time, or rather still listen to you so that you can share whatever you have to share, and at the same time understand whatever it is that you are trying to share with him or her. So a person who showcases humility also gives these characteristics, like giving you space to share, or giving you space to show whatever that you want you to show. And after that, he or she can either comment or give feedback on whatever that you guys have communicated on. Adding on to that, of course, it is also okay to interrupt,
Sure.
but we can use cautious word when interacting with or in interacting somebody, either in a conversation or in any actions. Words such as "excuse me," "pardon me," and more that we will get to discuss on in our next or coming video session. But for now, we can use such words. They're called cautious words in case we want to interrupt somebody in a humble way.
Another character of an arrogant person wants to be right. There is a person whereby at all time, we normally say they are always right. Even if they have done something wrong, they just look for words or a way of defending themselves. They want to be right in everything. That is to say, I can concur with the first point that I just made, doesn't listen. So in this case, actually, they always want to be right, even if something actually you know very well that this is wrong, but they will try their level best to make sure that they are right in all matters. This kind of people, we can relate to them as arrogant.
Mhm. A humble person has an open mind. This person welcomes all ideas, be it wrong or right, just to give you time as the speaker to share out your views, and not interrupting, but wait until you share out your views or give your opinion, and that is where either he or she can chip in. So such a person, we say, he showcases or she showcases humility, or he is humble or she is humble.
And another character of an arrogant person, we can say, he avoids or she avoids accountability. Now, these are the people whereby you know very well some occasion or in some ways whereby we might be wrong in some other things, or the things that we are doing actually are not acceptable. We find ourselves sometimes maybe on a wrong side, but the best way I think it is just to admit and say, actually, I've done this, I'm really sorry for what I've done. But these people, they avoid accountability. So they shift blames, okay? So if they have done something wrong, they would wish to find a way of escaping. So they can't face the music and just come out and say, hey, I'm the one who did this, and actually I'm sorry. So they don't. Such kind of people, we presume that these people are arrogant.
Humility, on the other hand, takes ownership. If you have done something wrong, or even something right that will need to be admired by somebody else. So this kind of person will take or be accountable of his actions, either wrong or right. If it is something wrong, he or she will come up and own up to his or her mistake and say, yes, I did this thing. So this kind of person is said to be humble.
And let me come to my conclusion. This is the last point we can say. This is the last character of a person who seems to be arrogant, creates a fear culture. This kind of people, let me just put an example. This is a leader, for example, that has been given the mandate or has been given the ability maybe to lead some people in a certain organization or any company. So you find out that this kind of people, they create that fear culture. Of course, people come from different backgrounds, and when you meet these people, you need to interact with them. In the first place, you get to know each one of them and make sure that you deal with them according to how it's supposed to be. Some of them, they are actually slow to understand, others quick to understand. Everybody has his own weakness. And as a good leader or as a good person, to avoid arrogance, you need actually to understand these people and create an environment that everybody will be comfortable with it. So if someone creates a fear culture, we actually refer to as arrogant.
Mhm. But then to showcase humility, you need to have a build a culture of learning. And this kind of person always welcomes all ideas, be it from either somebody who is in a higher rank than him or her, or even in a lower rank than him or her. So this kind of person who showcases a culture that is there for learning, we say he or she is being humble. So, what are some of these words that can be used in place of arrogance or in place of humility? The two nouns also have synonyms that can also be used in place of them. So, in place of arrogance, we can use words such as
Lodi, insolent, etc.
submissive, respectful, meek, and etc.
We can also give example sentences like arrogance. This is how we can use in a sentence. Their arrogance made them fail their presentation.
While in humility, an example of a sentence would be, their humility made them achieve success.
And that marks the end of our discussion for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying with us, watching to the end.
Thank you so much for having you guys. And please, if you haven't subscribed, the link is down below. Please click on the subscription button. Please click on the bell so that anytime we upload a video, you get to be notified. Until then, bye from us.
Bye.